Hi everyone, welcome back to another video. So today I'll be giving my review and tutorial walkthrough of the Trading212 app. It's been 6 months now since I transferred all of my stocks from free trade to Trading212, so I've been using this every day for the last 6 months. So I thought it'd be a good time now to give my review and walk through this app, as well as my general thoughts, as well as what I personally think about the app. So I'll be showing all the little features that this app can do, as well as what it does and what it doesn't do, what I'd like to see improve in the future. So we'll now take a look at the bread and butter, what I've used this app for mainly, which is the stocks and shares investment ISA, where you can invest up to £20,000 per tax year, and you get tax-free gains with the stocks and shares ISA, and I think you get up to £2,000 annually in dividends. So you can get £2,000 a year in dividends, and then you don't have to pay a tax on that. So let's have a quick look at how it looks, just a little feel for the app. So this is your main portfolio, where you have all your stocks located. You can see a little pie at the bottom icon near the home page. That will take to your investments, and it's allocated. You can see at the bottom allocation, so how big of a percentage of your portfolio a certain stock or ETF is. So in my portfolio, Apple is my largest at the moment. I've only got 4 stocks in this, so it's not very evenly spread out. That's a nice little thing to see. So if you want to look for a diverse portfolio, you can have a look on there and see where you may be a bit over diversified in. So the home page is basically where you can see all different kinds of stocks, and you can actually make your own tab to add your stocks to. So I've got a few different ones. I've added REITs, ETFs, Possible Bangers, really good name. That's for stocks I think could have boomed off, as well as the standard ones. So you got your US stocks, UK stocks, the top winners, which is stocks who are doing well, top losers, the worst performing stocks, as well as your popular stocks. So the stocks that have been bought, well, I think it's in the week or month, I'm not too sure, but anyway, it's popular stocks, as well as any new stocks that Trading212 have had as well. So you can also head over to a search tab, and it has stocks categorized again a bit more to most popular, as well as dividend, growth, high volatility, low volatility. So whatever your investing needs, basically. So if you're a dividend investor, you can check out dividend stocks, growth, obviously high volatility, low volatility, speculative, which also come under growth, really. Sort of a quick pump and dump sort of stocks, really. As well as the browse all category, so you can select it from country, so what kind of stocks you want to invest in from a certain country. I tend to usually look on the United Kingdom and the USA, where again it's further categorized, which I do quite like. You have to click on a few different places to get there, but then again it shows it into sectors. So you got your financial, tech, utilities, all sorts of different sectors. So if you want a diverse portfolio and you want to select a stock from, say, each sector, then that's a pretty wise thing to do if you always look at a good stock, as well as all sorts of different countries as well. So that's really good. Obviously, most of the stocks are in the UK and USA. There's quite a few in Germany as well. So they also have a social tab, so which is basically communities for certain stocks. If you want to chat with other people on a certain stock, so we've got Tesla, who've got a lot of members, Neo, the Penny Stock Group, HCMC, Coinbase, Dividends. We've got all sorts of different groups for different stocks and different types of investing as well. So if you want to join these communities and talk with other people who like the stocks that you like, I recommend doing that. I mean, there's quite a few there. They've also got a selection for pies. A pie is basically like you're essentially creating your own ETF, and Trading212 do make other people's pies public to view. So there's all sorts of different ones there. These are the top ones, I think, at the moment. Oh no, they're the newest ones, sorry. You can select top ones. So the Dividend Experiment, who I think I've watched quite a few videos of actually. His pie is the top. I think it's the most viewed pie or most copied pie, I'm not too sure, but it's got a lot of views, which is almost daily dividends, so you can see why that one's quite popular. A lot of good dividend stocks in there. So we've got a growth pie, ARK investing pie, and then we've got all sorts of different ones. So it's what other investors have created, and you can copy them yourselves, or you can create your own pie and add stocks to it that you want, and add it to this community setting as well, so people can copy your pie. So the next thing we'll take a look at is the settings tab. So you can see where you manage your funds, you can deposit funds, withdraw your funds, as well as moving funds to between 3 platforms that Trading212 use. So you got your ISA, your Invest, and your CFD, which we'll take a look at shortly. So it's quite easy to move funds to there. You can just select which account you want to move from. So you just want to say ISA, and say you want to move into your investing account, you can just type in how much you want to transfer over, and it'll just do that quickly. So they got videos, so there's just different videos where they talk about investing and also how to use the app, so buying shares, technical analysis for beginners, so a few helpful videos there. Trading212 hot list, which basically shows how many users currently own each stock on Trading212. So we've got Tesla, who are top of the leaderboard, Apple, NEO, and then HCMC, who are also on there. So you can see the risers, so stocks have been traded in a user ownership numbers for each stock over a period of time. So you can select 1 day, 7 days, 30 days. So this basically shows how many stocks have been traded recently. And the fallers, this is basically stocks who are getting sold. So GameStop are getting sold quite a bit, which that has happened a lot with that stock, as we all know what happened in February time. As well as an economic calendar, so you can see that's a tough word to say, economic events that are going around the world that could affect the stock market. I'm not really to look at this, to be honest, but it is quite interesting to see. Quite well organised in the calendar there. So price alerts as well, you can set basically if there's stock on here. So let's just say, for example, we've got Roblox, and you see a price that you may want to get alerted on. So you want it to dip to say $30. You can set that price, and when it does hit that price, you'll get a notification saying that Roblox is now at $30. It might not get to that much because it's $76. I'm just using this as an example, so it's quite a handy feature to have also. And next we have got history. So I like this tab. This way you can see everything. You can have you see your orders that you've bought, all dividends that you've received as well. I like the dividends one, and you can click on each individual dividend payment and just see how much, just the information basically, when it was received, type of dividend, how many shares you received the dividend for, the amount per share, and on withholding tax, which is for US stocks. If you're based in the UK, that's the percent that gets taken off, and then eventually at the end it'll show you your total amount. So you can see them all. Scroll back. I would like it to be organized more into months. So you could have your dividends, then say April, February, and you could click on each month and just see what you got in that month, but you can still see them. I just think it'd be handy to have, as well as showing your total for each month. But at the minute it just shows you total overall. Then transactions, so anytime you deposited money or withdrew money, it shows how much there. So I deposited $5,000 and withdrew almost $2,000. I don't remember doing half of that, but you know. And you can also select it to all, so it has dividends, orders, and transactions included. Obviously your notifications tab as well, it's pretty much just says what you get in your history tab, but you'll get a notification when you get a dividend or when your order has been executed. So I got my Apple dividend, and then I reinvested that dividend pretty much at the same time, so I'll get a notification saying that that's gone through okay. Last few more settings. So we've got the main settings tab, which you've got your account details, trading preference. You can just select whether you want it to show the full name, it's positions on charts, fractional shares indicator. So pretty much all stocks have fractional shares at the moment. So it's just loads of other little things. I don't want to go into too much detail with, because obviously language, passcodes, all that sort of stuff. I do like this little theme option. You can change it light, black, or navy. The black one is a new feature, and I do really like that, the dark feature. So that's it for the Trading212 ISA. We'll go ahead and take a look at the Trading212 Invest account. So again, the layout is pretty much the same. I'm not going to go too much into this one. So when you do get taxed on your gains in this account. That's the main difference from the ISA. I'm not sure how much it is you actually have to gain for the tax date to come into effect. So if anyone knows more about that, just let me know in the comments below. And I think you can deposit as much as you want into this account as well. Nothing too much different within the layout. I think the main difference is you get a few more different penny stocks or speculative stocks maybe. I'm not exactly sure on that one, but it pretty much does look the same. There's certain stocks that's only available in this account, such as NEO. You can't buy them on your stocks and shares ISA, and there'll be others as well you can't buy in the ISA. So that's the Invest account. Now we'll take a look at the final account on here, which is the CFD account. So CFD, this again, I have not personally used this, as it is not something that I am 100% interested in. It is basically, it's like you can trade Forex trading, where you're predicting currencies rising and falling. This is highly risky play, especially if you're newbie to investing. I would stay clear of this until you get a proper training and proper practice on this. So you could gain a lot of money quickly, but you could also lose it just as quickly. So you're predicting the movements of currencies, also predict movements of stocks and ETFs as well. Again, highly risky. So obviously stocks, you don't know day to day what they're going to do. So you're basically betting a lot of money on a stock going up or down, and you don't really know what's going to happen. So again, similar sort of layout to the Invest and ISA account, but mainly you've just got your Forex and your indices as well. So again, it's not financial advice. None of this is just my personal thing. I wouldn't like to do this without any proper training. It's a lot different to investing in stocks. It's more highly risky, and a lot of graph studying is involved in this sort of stuff. So that's the CFD account. Don't know too much about that. Just off my personal browsing over this and doing my own little research, I would recommend practicing before you use this. So that is it for the main review now, guys. Just a few pointers of. Obviously, I've been using this app for around 6 months now, transferred over from Freetrade, mainly because there's a few reasons at the time. Free stocks and shares ISA on Trading212. You have to pay £3 a month on Freetrade. And I do think that the app generally looks a bit more organised, say. There's been a few things around of people not being able to get money out of Trading212, and that you don't actually own your stocks properly, as it says you do when you buy them. You don't technically own them, but that's another thing that could be seen as a bad blotch on the Trading212 scorecard. But I personally do like the app. I find it quite easy to use and understand. The notifications settings are good. So I recommend this. It's a good app for beginners. I'm going to carry on using this app, and if any other app comes along that's better than this, I'll take a look at that. So I'll probably give it an 8 out of 10 rating, which is quite a high rating. Nothing's really 10 out of 10. Can't really think of anything that is. But if there's any other apps that you want me to do a review and tutorial of, just let me know in the comments below. And just let me know what you think of Trading212 and this video in general. So on that note, I'm going to leave you to it today, guys. Take care. Bye.